Preventing the next financial failure post-COVID-19. The global pandemic that emerged due to the coronavirus outbreak has brought multiple established and emerging economies to their knees. While vaccination programs have begun in many countries, these can only help prevent the disease. There is no vaccine for the economy. This pandemic has left all political leaders, countries, and economies with one major lesson. Preparedness is critical. Governments need to be prepared for all that lies ahead, and economies need to be able to handle such shock and volatility. There must be preparedness to ensure that we can prevent the next financial crisis while we battle the pandemic. To do this, we need to understand what caused the previous financial services crises and how they were dealt with. 1999 through 2007. The Great Depression may have taken place in the 80s, but its aftershocks were felt all through the 90s and 2000s. President Clinton and President Bush had economic advancement as their number one agenda, as the US economy was deep into recession. What followed were multiple tax cuts, acts, and bills that aimed to boost the economy and make its impact accelerate to the grassroots levels. However, despite all the efforts, when President Obama took office, it was still an era of recession and increased military funding due to looming terrorist threats. 2008 through 2020. As the Obama administration pledged to bring the American economy back on its feet, what followed were multiple acts and bills that would boost the economy and bring relief to the citizens. The Obama era brought positive economic growth, entering a period of expansion in June 2009 that continued into the Donald Trump administration until February 2020, ending the longest expansion in US history. However, the Trump era, which began in 2016, was also unable to foresee the pandemic's economic impact. Even as the pandemic struck across multiple countries in Asia and Europe, the US failed to be vigilant. When the US started seeing the first cases, it seemed as though it was in control. The pandemic then spiraled, making the USA the worst affected country in the world. 2021 through 2024. As the economy is recovering, it is essential to not let our guard down. The Joe Biden administration is all set to take office and get this moving at a historic pace. To prevent the next financial crises, they must 1. Implement a federated approach to crisis management. 2. Battle the aftermath and shocks post-continuous economic disasters. 3. Identify vulnerabilities in the political and social economic systems. 4. Prioritize data transparency and modernizing regulation. 5. Upgrade supervisory infrastructure and systems. If they can remain mindful and watchful of their approach from the go, they may have a great shot at bringing stability to the country's economy. Learn more ways to prevent the next financial failure by downloading the white paper, Preventing the Next Financial Failure Post-COVID-19 from onlinewhitepapers.com today.